Oh, the glorious sounds. There's a lot of daffs out. Hello. So here we are in the woods. Slightly different place. This leads to one of my favourite woods over there when we get there. Just chilling. I've got a little thought in my mind, so I thought I'd empty my head. And the thought is it, as we get older, do we appreciate the small things more? Or do we perhaps appreciate the small things more than the bigger things? I think the answer is yes, and I think we've probably had enough stress of the bigger things in life. I've lived a life where, you know, same as everybody else, I've had a couple of mortgages, I bought a couple of houses in my life, and I've struggled on with jobs, with interviews, with my career. The lack of money sometimes. Bode, come on, don't lick. I've struggled on with a licky dog. Yeah, see? You're coughing now, man. What you doing? What are you doing? You know, I've had good and bad relationships, sometimes long-term relationships. What else? You know, I've had the bigger things in life, you know. Especially with mortgages, I think they leave you bloody skint. And you know, years ago I was pretty well paid, not massively, but I was pretty well paid, and I had a mortgage, and it left me a little bit strapped. And then suddenly, at Christmas, 4 days before Christmas, yeah, you've guessed it, the boiler went. I laugh because I had no extra money, and yeah, the boiler went, and I phoned up a couple of different people, and yeah, plumbers, and eventually they were so busy because it was Christmas, and also they couldn't be bothered, you know. But eventually this guy, he said, "Oh, you're just round the corner from me." He said, I'm 200 yards away. And I said, "That's great." I said, "Can you fit me in?" So I still had work to do, and I couldn't get any time off. And I said, "Look, I'm going to trust you, mate. I'll leave the key under the mat, do whatever it takes, leave me a note in the kitchen, there'll be a pen and pad, and I'll come round in the evening, and we'll settle up, you know." Anyway, I got home, and he couldn't fix it, and he left me a note saying that he couldn't fix it, and it was so cold, you know. For like 4 days I had no heating, and go on then, good boy. Yeah, so for 4 days I had no heating, and he came round again, and you know, again I left the key, and eventually it was all sorted. But you know, it was 200 or 300 quid, and I somehow got the money up together. Somehow, I think I probably didn't eat a great deal. But you know, we've all been through situations like that, and at that time of going through things like that, a glorious green tree right in the middle of the silver birches, look. How wonderful. I love the kind of juxtaposed kind of colours from these white into the greeny browns. yeah, you know, at the time the big things mattered. Certainly mattered more than the smaller things. So, you know, my career and money and, you know, buying my property, etc., etc. You know, those are the bigger things in life. But I think I appreciate the smaller things now more than I ever did before. And maybe I wouldn't have even noticed the smaller things before, perhaps. So that's what I'm saying in this video, really. That's what I'm emptying my head about, is to look for the smaller things. It doesn't matter about the big things, really, you know. Big things come and go. But small things can be really special. A couple of small things I must thank two friends, Marion and Lisa. I mentioned in a video, oh, this is going back now, 2 or 3 months maybe more. I said there's a CD I would love. It's called Intimacy by the band The Opposition. Most of their CDs you cannot get, sadly. And also Mark Long, the lead singer, died 2022, bless him. So yeah, very, very difficult to get hold of. I love the band, absolutely love them. And yeah, I just said that, and I wasn't expecting anybody to do anything because you can't get it. Anyway, 3 days, that's all. I opened this little parcel that arrived through the post. No note, no nothing, just a little CD. And it was Intimacy by The Opposition. It was a CDR. So somebody had stolen a copy off the web and done that for me, you know, and I was so touched. Anyway, I thought, well, who could have done that? Anyway, the stamp gave it away, and I realised who it was. How lovely, because she didn't have to do that. You know, nobody has to do that, do they? And it may be a small thing to Marion, but it was a big thing to me. And it still is Marion. I'm still playing it regular as clockwork. I love it. I've always loved it. Thank you so much. I really mean that. And then my friend Lisa, I can't have an Amazon account. It's ridiculous this, but I had Amazon years ago, and when I was travelling, my account got hacked from a place in New York. I was in Dorset and woke up one morning, went up to a place called Creech Viewpoint to overlook the sea and to get a signal, and went on my laptop, and there was a message from my bank and all the rest of it, and it said, did I make these payments in New York last night? I can't remember. I think it was 19 payments of the English money, $9.99. And I said, no, certainly not. You know, I'm not in New York. Actually, I've never been to New York. Never bloody will. So they had to sort me out new bank cards and what have you, and Amazon contacted me and said you need to change your password, blah blah blah. So I changed all that. Went to log in and couldn't log in for some reason. So I contacted Amazon again. This is years ago now. I contacted Amazon again, and they said we'll send you a one-time password, OTP. I'm going to play in just a minute, my love. Desperate to play. I'll play in a minute. I'm just having to sit down, then we'll play. He bloody hates this. Me sitting down. Here it comes. Hello. I'm just sitting down for 1 minute. Yeah, I know. I did promise you. He's off. So, do you know what? I'm not going to get into it. It's so boring. I can't have an Amazon account. There's a CD that I really wanted, and it's called Hope by The Opposition, their last ever album. As I say, Mark died in 2022. I couldn't get it anywhere, and I found it on Amazon after probably 2 or 3 months of trying. Found it on Amazon. Tried to order it and I can't, and they sent me a one-time password. Tried that and they wouldn't accept it. Same old story. And I knew that my friend Lisa was working from home, so I contacted her and I said, would you do me a favour, buy this for me and I'll pay you back. And she kindly did. Oh, there he is. He's waiting there. You waiting for me? Good boy. Right, we're going to play ball while we chat for a minute. There we go. Look at him. Good boy. Yeah, so she kindly ordered that for me, and that arrived like 2 days later. And again, you know, she could have said, no, I don't want to get into all this rubbish with you, bro, you bald-headed old country boy. Something like that. She could have said anything. And just wait for him to find this. It's near the tree, look. Are you going to find it, Bode? Good boy, yes. Well done. We go through there? Hey, hey. It came back to me. But although these may be small things, they mean a lot to me. Hell of a lot. And music really brings me a lot of pleasure. And always has done. I just turn this off and then turn it back on because of the battery. Is that on? Yeah. So I've always loved music. Quick story, but when I went away on a holiday, went to a caravan holiday in Dorset when I was, I think I might have been 8, 9 or 10. And went to a pub one evening with my mum and her friend. It was just my mum, her friends, and me and my brother. So just the four of us, we went to this pub, we had a meal, beautiful evening, and we sat outside on the steps, the top steps, the metal steps, overlooking the beach and everything. It was really lovely. And this song came on. And I went in and I said, oh, what's this? Because I loved my music. And Mum said, I don't know. And she said, I'll try and find out. And she said to somebody, what's this song? Any idea? They said, no, bloody row. So she asked the barman and he said, it's 48 Crash by Susie Quattro. And I said, oh, I love it. Anyway, my mum went to the jukebox because there was no music on after about 10 minutes. And she put in probably half a crown, do you reckon? A shilling, threepenny bit, I don't know. And 48 Crash came on. And my mum did that for me, bless her. And I was so overjoyed. You know, thinking about it, it's just something small again. But for me, it kind of made the holiday, I'll be honest with you. You know, we did quite a lot on the holiday, but that was amazing, absolutely amazing to think that somebody had done that for me, and I got so much pleasure out of it. And I always do, out of music. So thank you to Lisa, thank you to Marion, and thank you to my old mum. And talking about the small things, and talking about music in particular, I've got a lot of stuff on pre-order this year, which I don't normally do, but I have done this year. So I've got Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds album. That's on its way in August the 30th, the day after my birthday. I should be 26. Where does life go? I've got coming, I think either today or tomorrow to make this, Beth Gibson and Rustin Man. Beth is the lead singer of Portishead. If you don't know Portishead, go and have a listen. I'm really looking forward to receiving that. My lovely, wonderful Gabrielle, bless her, I ordered hers ages ago. Do you know what? It's funny, isn't it? Sometimes you can pre-order and they're 6, 7, 8 months in advance, you know. So I've ordered that. That's on its way at some stage. I can't remember. I think July or August again, something like that. Albo, I've got their new one on pre-order. So I've paid for all these, you know. God, if I died today, I'd miss out, wouldn't I? Better live then, Bri. Who else have I got? Oh, Richard Hawley. I got his new one on pre-order. Oh, and there's 2 or 3 others. There must be 7 or 8. How many did I mention then? 5 or 6. There's probably 1 or 2 more, and I can't offhand. I can't remember them. Go this way, boat. Yeah, I really can't remember them at the moment. Oh, I just see my t-shirt. Can you see that? Forgot I got it on. Ghost Teen. Great. No, This Way Boat. Great album by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Wonderful album. So when I get this music through, it gives me a buzz, it gives me a lift, it makes me happy in my own way of being happy. I know we've spoken about this before. My happiness and your happiness may be very different because I've got dysthymia, so it's very difficult to explain. I've never managed to explain it correctly, but you just have to take my word for it. I don't feel happy, not that I'm miserable, but I am sad, and that's a sad word in itself, but I am mostly veering towards the sad. If there's a scale and there's the middle of it, most people are happy to a degree, some are really very, very happy. There's the scale, and I'm just about there. Okay, so I'm very nearly happy, so it's not bad. And then there's sad and deeply sad and very depressed eventually. But yeah, so from there I'm just there, that's all. But that's This Way. Ready? Good boy. He's a happy boy. Yeah, so I'll get these CDs. That gives me a major lift. And they're small things, aren't they, really? It's pocket money, it's 9 quid, 10 quid, 11 quid for an album. So, and how much? Somebody said a packet of fags is a tenner. Is that right? £10 for a packet of fags. I gave up smoking on the 5th of January 2021. I still miss it. Shh. So, because I don't smoke, I can afford the odd Chinese or the odd CD, can't I? Or the odd book, or if I want to waste money on something, if you call it wasted money, I don't. Whatever I buy is it's up to me. I could buy a chocolate cake. It's not wasted. It's glorious, I tells you. Nutritious and delicious, and it makes my belly smile. Well, it makes my belly, Okay, Bode, ready? Go. So the small things. One of the small things that I love is communication. I love to get, just out of the blue, a little email, a Facebook message, a text, a call, whatever, just out of the blue. I love that. On, it's Friday now, Tuesday. Yeah, on Tuesday, just out of the blue, I sent a fairly old friend just a little text message. I said, hello mate, how you doing? Hope all is well. We're both good. And that was about it, really. And I got a text straight back, and he said, bro, I don't know which way to turn, my life has fallen apart, thank you so much for contacting me, I don't know what to do. So I rang him straight away, and I thought either he'll answer or he won't, and he answered, and yeah, we had quite a long conversation, bless him. It's he's had some difficult times in his life, and I'm not going to get into it really, but yeah, he's had some difficult times, and he's got more difficult times to come. But I said to him, life is good and good gets better, and I said, look for the good, look for the small things as well. Maybe that's what spurred this on, but look for the small things. Okay, you may be physically in pain, but maybe the sun is shining, maybe you can sit in the garden for an hour. You may be worrying about something, but somebody's just sent you a lovely text. Maybe that's one of the small things. Which way? This way. Oh, bless him. It's gone down a hole, he's got it. Yeah, anyway, that was the right thing to do. Only a small thing, just to send a little text message. Hello, which way we're going to go? We're going to go over there. Ready? So you never know, if you reach out to somebody, just to say hello, that's all. Just, hi, how are you doing? You never know. The small things in life, you never know. When I was travelling, I never normally get bored, lonely, never get any of those things. And I was in Scotland, and I'd been up there for a few weeks, and it started to snow, and I was next to Loch Cluanie, I believe, or Cluane, they probably call it. And just check that's the bloody hell is that button? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm not very good on, that's it. I'm zooming in, zooming out. Just make sure I was zooming out. I was aware I zoomed into something a minute ago. Or I think I did. Anyway, so I was parked next to this loch and it started snowing, and I've been there for 4 days, and I kept thinking, oh, if it gets any worse, I'm stuck, you know. But never mind, I got plenty of water, plenty of food, plenty of gas, and I was okay. But I never saw a soul, not a soul. And it went on all day, never saw a soul. Then obviously early night came back, 2 o'clock really. It started getting dark by about 3:30, we were pitch black. And yeah, never saw a soul all night, obviously, and it was quite laborious, really. And I think for the first time in my life, I felt a pang of loneliness. I wouldn't say a lot of loneliness. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that do struggle, perhaps being on their own. I'm not one of those. Ready? Anyway, the following morning, I got up and it was still snowing. Not bad, but it was snowing. We went out for a bit of a bimble, and I made a Slurpee, and I sat there. I thought, well, what today, you know? I don't want to drive in this, and I'm just sat here. And then the phone went. Ring, 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 ring. So I answered, and it was a friend of mine. Sadly, it looks like we're no longer friends, but whatever, you know, things happen in life. But we were at the time, and I was so pleased to hear from him. And I said to him, do you know, I just, for the first time ever in my life, I started to feel just on the edge of loneliness. And we had a good old chat and a good laugh and what have you. And it's the small things in life, you know. He just thought, well, I'll give Brian a bell, you know, see how he's doing, where he is, and have a chat. It was his day off work, and yeah, he decided to say hello. And then I text a friend of mine who's been a bit poorly just lately, and bless her, you know, she said, oh, thanks so much for thinking of me, it means a lot. And you know, I don't do it for kudos or anything else. She's just a friend, she's a lovely lady, and I just wanted to say, how are you, you know. Ready? We're gonna go this way. Oh man, it is there, you have to find it. That's it, good boy. Anyway, she texts back and I text her back, then she texts me back and I text her back, and this went on half a dozen times. And she said, oh, I had to go, and she said, thanks so much. She said, it's that's kind of changed my mood a little, you know, it's given me something else to think about. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, these little things, sometimes these small things in life that can mean something bigger than we think. Look at him. Bless him. Yeah, they can mean something bigger than we think they might, you know. So it's the small things in life. And if you're ever down or lonely or miserable or whatever, you know, maybe the sun is shining, or maybe tomorrow will be a better day. You know, just hold on and see what happens. Maybe something will happen in your day or by the weekend, you know, or maybe you'll be feeling much better next week, and you can get out and about. Go. because life can be difficult at times, but look for the small things and see if they can give you a buzz. Buy yourself a CD, treat yourself if you can. If you can afford it, buy a nice book or whatever. And you know, it's the small things really. Talking about books, I mean, my books, I try and keep the prices really low. You know, I don't make much on my books whatever really, but people appreciate them, people get something out of them, people might enjoy them, they might share them, pass them on, or buy a copy for a friend or whatever. And that's a small thing really, because at £5 it's nothing, is it really? Especially if a packet of fags is a tenner. You have to put me right there, you dirty smokers. Is a packet of fags 10 English pounds? I can't believe that. £10 for a packet of fags. If I'm right, if, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Oh dear, right. So the small things in life. Sometimes I wake up and I'm feeling in pain. That happens quite a lot. That's my osteoarthritis in my ankles, my neck and my lower back. And I haven't slept very well because I've been in pain. And sometimes I have a few problems with my heart, a few pains and what have you, and I'm a bit worried about that sometimes. And I can look at the negatives and I can worry about certain things and what have you. The worrying doesn't help in any way. It just detracts from whatever the good things, the positive, the happy things that might be in your day somewhere. The small things, you may overlook some of the small things. And a lovely small thing happened last night. This funny little boy. About 2 o'clock in the morning, I always leave my bedroom door open, and last night he was asleep in his bed. And I heard I must have been either half awake or something, I heard my door creak. I thought, I bet that's him coming in. So I listened, and sure enough, I could hear him mooching around. I said, "You alright, mate?" Anyway, if he needs to go for a wee or whatever, he'll go back to the door. So I put my little lamp on and I said, "Do you need to go out?" And he just looked at me. I said, "Do you need a wee?" And he just looked at me. I said, "What do you need?" Anyway, he came to the edge of the bed and put his paws up. And I said, "Do you want to jump up?" And bang! Seconds he was up, snuggling into me. And I threw my arm round him. And within, it felt like seconds, he was absolutely sound asleep in my arms. Bless him. He just needed me. And I need him. I need you, my boat. So yeah, we went to sleep cuddling and it was lovely. Ready? We're going to go this way. Ready? Oh, good boy. Ready? Good boy. Yeah, so just look for the small things in life, and perhaps they make your life better. To finish this off, because this is a long video now, but I've said before, I write a gratitude journal. I don't really write a gratitude journal at all, but I have a little book, and every now and then, if I want to, I write a few words in it. And it's just a few words of what I'm grateful for in my life. And it's quite often the same. I'm grateful for a warm day. I'm grateful for this little boy, his beautiful heart, beautiful spirit. I'm just grateful to be alive. But sometimes it's grateful for other things. And I put in there Tuesday night or Wednesday morning that I was grateful that I just I text 3 people actually, I think 2 people maybe, whatever. On Tuesday night I heard back from one, which was my mate, bless him, who was struggling, but he's doing much better, which is great, you know. He did text me last night, which was Thursday night, to say thanks so much, you know, I am doing better and I'm thinking about this now and that, so that's great. He's a good boy, he's thinking forward, so that's lovely. The other person I didn't hear from until the morning, but she's doing great, so that's nice. It's those small things in life sometimes. So not only do I get a bit of a buzz. Somebody will contact me out of the blue and just say, how are you? How are you? What you up to? And in turn, I do the same, and you never know. Oh, just those small things, what good they may do. You may lift somebody's spirits, you may save somebody's life. You never know. So look for the small things, and I hope small things, happy things, positive things come your way today and every day. And if you look deeply, they're out there. They really are. I'd say you can feel all sorts in life, that, oh, life's not fair and this is happening and that's happening. That's fine. Park that. Park it. And then think, well, hang on. You know, one of the blessings in my life is I've got good friends. I couldn't get through in my life without my good friends. And I have a number of friends. So again, thank you all. I love you, and I'm very, very pleased that we're friends. I'm pleased you're my friend, and I'm a friend to you. You know, that's what it's all about: caring and sharing and being there and ready. Good boy. Come on. Anyway, that's enough, isn't it, really? Small things, they may mean a lot. You never know. Take care then, and be well.